and the whole caboodle. Good morning, everyone. We've got a caboodle here today.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. Before anything, I want to say a big prayer to Real Bill.
Yep.
You're an amazing to us, Real Bill. You are really family. And I know we dedicated a show to you that you couldn't really listen to the other day. So guess what? This morning is dedicated to you and your family, Real Bill.
Yes.
This show right now, all day long, is dedicated to Real Bill and his family. Thank you so much. We love you very, very much, Real Bill.
Yep.
And we're all here for you. Want to say hello to Nitin and Chef Nick and the one, the only Mr. Testman.
So guys,
how's it going? How did the test go?
It was good. It's a lot of studying, preparation, but I thought it went well. And you never really know how these accounting exams go. Either you do really well or you just try to pass, but I thought I did well, and I find out today what I got. So
let us know, and I'm sure you aced it big time.
How many questions were on the test?
So we have 3 open-ended, but they're long problems. Like they're long, complicated problems, and then there's like 10 to 15 multiple choice.
Gotcha.
I bet you one of them was, how do I get rid of Joe?
How do we eliminate him?
How can we eliminate
this, intercompany NY Mania show?
How do we take over?
Yeah,
That's right.
How do you?
Good morning to Chef Nick. We always love it when you come on in the morning. How are you doing?
It's nice to see daylight for once. I go to work when it's dark outside, and I come home when it's dark outside. And then I'm always on the stream when it's dark outside. So it's great to see lights at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful sight. It's a beautiful sense of enlightenment or something like that. It's like I can breathe easily.
And then you say, "Oh, we got to see Joe. It's darkness again."
Hey, you're bringing that up. I'm not. I would never say that.
I'm just having a little fun because I'm so happy you guys are on. And
Of course.
the one and the only Nitin, how you feeling, my boy?
A little bit better, but the voice is still congested. But I feel a little bit better, so that's the main thing. What's up, Sean? Sean is in here. Good morning,
Sean.
What's up,
Yeah,
Sean?
guys, the reason why we're here is that my team and I booked our good friend and our client, Xavier Scruggs. He'll be joining Evan, Nick, and Joe at 9:30. So please get your questions ready. Also in the chat for Xavier. What a day yesterday. Also my team and I booked Logan, our good friend Logan Morrison. You guys did a great job. You guys killed it. You and Sean, and you guys did amazing with Logan. And shout out to the chat. You guys came up with some great questions for Logan. So I hope you guys do the same thing for Xavier. He's one of the best to work with. He works for MLB Network. He works for ESPN now. You'll see him on TV covering the World Series, the big games also. So he's gonna be you guys are gonna enjoy him, and looking forward to seeing him come on. And he's excited for it. Yep. What's up, John? And also, I would love to announce that I'll be working with the Jets this Sunday against the Browns. So you'll see me at MetLife Stadium this Sunday with the Jets, because we're giving. So his name is Corporal Adrian Simon. He's a Montville native. He's currently a teacher at New York High School. So he's gonna receive a mortgage-free smart home from the Jets and Tunnel to Foundation. So we'll be helping out with that, and he doesn't know about it. They said it's gonna be a surprise for him. So glad to be part of it, and hopefully the Jets lose so they can get the #1 pick for them, because they're
That's the spirit.
in
Tell
San
them that's the spirit.
No, but I'll be with the players most likely that I know or that I already know on the team. So looking forward to connect with them again. Also, obviously, more things to come for this. My team and I also booked Colin Cosell on Monday, November 10th. He's a Mets PA announcer and Army football PA announcer. He's awesome. Get your questions ready for that. And then Tuesday, November 11th, is the big show, supporting all the troops and all. And looking forward to that. We're lining up some people as we speak for that show. I'll be live at an event during the show, but I'm going to see if Kayvon Thibodeau has time to come on here real quick to say something to the troops. He is the Giants defensive player currently playing for the Giants, and I'm sure he'll do it. I'll ask him on Tuesday, but we'll be live with him at Baseline Social in Oceanport, New Jersey. So look out for that. But I'm really looking forward to that show because that means I cannot wait to hear the stories from Sean, Ken, and all the people that'll be joining and that have inspiring stories, and looking forward to that.
Yes, and while Richard is on the stream, we want Richard to come up. Richard,
Yeah.
Richard. Ken and Sean Browning are asking for you, and so am I.
Yeah.
Richard, please in our email leave your number because we want to set a time with you. I really appreciate it. Also,
real quick, sorry to most likely our live show with Job in the Mouth will be November 17th at Virgil's, most likely. Now,
I love Virgil's. They have great ribs.
We're just hammering out the final details, but I'll let you guys know. Carmine's is busy time of the year, so they want us to do it at Virgil's. I don't know if anybody knows that. It's a barbecue place, and it's a block down from Carmine, so it's close by.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, so Nick, I don't know if you want to put it in your notes. If you're available, you can come down. We're still hammering out the final details, but I'll let you know, guys know.
Can you text me the details?
Yeah.
I have a short-term memory. Yeah.
And Evan, if you're available too, you're more than welcome to come too. And also,
Sure.
Anybody in the chat who's from the New Jersey, New York area, you guys can come. More the merrier.
And we also don't want to forget next Wednesday at 7 p.m., we're going to have Sirius Radio Zone, Howie Coppin.
Let's go.
Howie and I go back a long way working with the Yankees, doing a lot of different things. And he has a book out. He was the number one guy on New York Sports Phone, and he's also been on WCBS Radio AM. So he's got a lot of knowledge, and let me tell you, he's got some great Yankee stories. And he's going to be here not only talking about the Yankees, but he'll talk some hockey. And he will be some type of mainstay one way or the other on NY Mania. So we are lucky to have him here. And he's got some things about the Yankees I think you're not going to want to miss. So 7 p.m. next Wednesday night. The link is already out. Have your questions out. And I'm looking for another very big show with Howie Coppin.
What next week is going to be the busiest 3 days. Actually, great 3 days coming up for that next week.
Yeah, we better all get rest, guys, because it's going to be happening. And I'm really, really looking forward to this. And it's hard to believe that we're so close to Thanksgiving. What the heck, guys?
Oh,
wow.
Man.
2.5 weeks away.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, 2.5. And you know what, Evan? Before you turn around, you're going to say, 3 days away.
Hey, guys, real quick, I want to bring up something important. Yesterday, we lost a current player from the Dallas Cowboys, Marshawn Leland, 24 years old, due to suicide, most likely. That's what they're saying. Investigation is still ongoing. My prayers and thoughts are with his girlfriend, his family, friends. Dak Prescott spoke on it yesterday. I don't know if you saw the video. He spoke on it. Everybody's devastated, and I'm still in shock. He was literally playing Monday Night Football against Arizona. He's a guy who recovered the block punt for the touchdown. This is a young man who worked hard throughout his career, and my team and I know someone closely that knows him, but we'll keep those conversations private. But right now at this time, please send prayers and thoughts to his family, friends, his agent, especially. His agent put a nice message out last night yesterday on social media. I feel it's just heartbreaking, and now I mean the Dallas Cowboys have a bye week this week, so I'm just trying to. It's gonna be interesting to see how they do it, but right now everybody's still in shock. All the players are in shock, and man, it's just crazy, and you cannot take life for granted, and uh, and mental health is a serious issue in all sports, and we got to, and it's a deep discussions that people have to talk about it. And if you need help, talk to a counselor. If you guys going through a lot, please call a counselor. And players go through it all the time, and to see this happen yesterday is just devastating and then heartbreaking. And like I said, just continue to keep putting the prayers out there. And I just want to mention that because it's really important. And it's not. Yeah,
I'm glad you did, Nathan, and I think it's only proper and fair for NY Mania to give a little moment of silence to to him, the family, and the Dallas Cowboys, the owner, everyone.
Yeah.
So let's give a proper moment of silence, everyone, and I really, really would appreciate that. So here we go. Thank you, everyone. That's very, very kind of everyone. And Nitin, thank you for again letting us know, talking to us about that. And it gives us, it puts everything in perspective. What we do, we get upset that the Yankees don't get a relief pitcher, or the Yankees, they strike out all the time. But we're talking about life.
Mm-hmm.
This is all about life. We're entertainment here. Yeah. We are entertainment. But the thing is, without you, without life, we don't have anything. And that's why Tuesday is so important for all of us, because we're going to say thank you to the people that that have been kind of put on the side. Don't tell me there's like a little, there's a little parade here. Please. It's more than a little parade. It's to give thanks. What is Thanksgiving?
Yep.
What is Thanksgiving, everyone?
Say what you're thankful for, and also spend time with the family. Say love. Spend time with the family. Say love you to your loved ones, and make sure you cherish every moment at that
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah, I just wanted to add something too. That's very, Nathan. It's very awesome you said that. With the mental health issue, because it's like everyone goes through something and no one even knows. So I mentioned it on the members page, but also I've mentioned it plenty of times through passing. Like it's there's never any shame in asking for any help. I've done it many times and it's helped me. So there's no shame in that. It's everyone that wants to reach out, and I'll speak for myself and everyone here. If you ever want to reach out, like you want to talk, we're here for you. We'll be that outlet in a certain extent. But yeah, just always speak up. If there's ever an issue, I think the worst thing to do is keep it inside, because it's going to build up, and you just never know where it's going to head. So yes, anyone that you, and Sean, good to see you, and of course, very good. Yeah, call a counselor, religious leader, anyone. Just there's plenty of sources out there. So always talk it out. It's better to be verbal, write it down, than to just keep it inside, because it's very important. So
absolutely, it's
really cool to say. I don't know what's up with Richard, but he's nothing but compliments this morning. Oh my God!
Oh boy,
Richard,
Joe, I'm going to give you a compliment.
What do you want, Richard? What do you want?
You have the greatest announcer voice. You missed your calling. I realized you didn't want to travel, but my God, you got it. And then he says, Joe, you probably would be a great PA announcer at Yankee Stadium for the Yankees. Richard, my God, thank you. And I do want to give you the compliment to make sure that you get in touch with us, because we want you up on the panel with Ken, and we all want you here.
Who's
the real Bill?
I keep forgetting his name, but who's the current Yankees PA announcer right now? He's
Paul Owens.
Paul Olden. Okay, we'll see how we can get him on the show here. That'd be cool.
Yeah, Paul is excellent. He was a Yankee announcer back in the '80s.
Mhm.
He did a little bit with Bobby Mercer and Ken Singleton.
Yeah.
So there's a. I'm telling you, it's like really, he's really good, and the Met PA announcer is very good too.
Hey, that's a way. That's a good. He's coming on Monday, so you'll see him guys first thing on Monday. Colin Cosell. So
Yeah, and he's excellent with the crowd. He
yep.
gets the crowd involved. They do the seventh inning stretch really cool.
Yeah,
Of
we
course,
love
it's Italian music.
we love working with him, and he's been on our Job of the Mouse show a couple of times, and he's a great guy, and you guys will love him on Monday for sure.
He's with the Army football team, right?
Yeah, Army football too. Yep, he does a PA announcer for Army
Awesome.
football, which is cool.
Yeah.
That's Army football is one of the actually they're starting to become one of the top forces in college football. Army,
Awesome.
Yeah.
a great team. I like their quarterback, and also they're force to be reckoned with. Even Navy too, but I think Army's talent wise, they're much better than Navy right now, in my opinion.
Awesome. Real Bill says, if you get the opportunity to stop by a VA hospital, be sure and cheer a veteran. Same old vets never have visitors and they have no family. It really will help their morale.
Yeah.
Excellent point, Real Bill. Obviously, if we can, we definitely will. As long as we can bring cheer to everyone, that's what counts. That's what counts.
Yes.
And really, and we're looking forward to talking to you, talking to Richard, Sean, and Ken, and everybody else, and then the list of the people that's going to come on and talk to us and give you thanks. Really brings my heart to a lot of joy. It really does. And thank you, everybody. Very, very complimentary to this morning. Thank you. But here we go, guys. Let's talk about Trent Grisham. Do you like the idea that the Yankees gave him the qualifying offer? Do you think they just set themselves up to throw $22 million at him now? What do you guys feel? And being the fact that Evan hasn't been on, let's have Evan start. We'll go Nick, and then we'll go Nitin. Go ahead, Evan.
Yeah, I have to say that I think I wasn't really surprised when they give him the offer.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when you look at what Bellinger's going to get, at least probably $30 million a season, I feel like the Yankees want to look at that and say, okay, how can we have the most valuable outfield? And how can we, spend the most money, or how can we prioritize having veterans play? And I think when you look at that, I don't know if they're going to be in the market trading for Stephen Kwan. I don't know if they're going to be in on Tucker. But at least now we can say that at least if Grisham comes back, it's for 1 year or it's for more than 1 year. I think they'll still try to negotiate a contract, but I wasn't surprised. 1 year, $22 million. I know Bellinger, if he wants at least $30 million a season, what's more valuable to the Yankees standpoint? Signing Bellinger to a 5-6 year deal worth $30 million a year, or giving Grisham a 1 year, $22 million offer, or maybe signing him to a 3-4 year, maybe $15 million a year. I think it's more valuable for Trent Grisham, honestly. And I think they did the $22 million. I think they picked up the qualifying offer because they look at it as, all right, Trent, you want to play on a 1 year deal? Go prove yourself again. Try to have the season that you had last year.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it's going to happen again. But I think in the long run, he wants stability. And if he wants that long-term contract, if it's north of 4 years, 5 years, I don't think the Yankees would give it to him. So at that point, they would just say, all right, we'll rather have Bellinger because he's younger. He's more versatile for the outfield, for the infield, and he's a better bat. But for Grisham, 1 year, $22 million, that's a lot for one season, especially for what he was making before. I think it was like $5 million or less. But now, if he wants a lot more, I would just sign Bellinger.
Mm-hmm.
That would be more valuable. But if Grisham takes the deal, I wouldn't be mad at that either.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, you're kind of looking at these different options, waiting to see maybe Stephen Kwan becomes more of an option now that the Guardians are actually looking to trade him. But one thing I can definitely say is that the Yankees do not want to lean on Spencer Jones and Jason Dominguez in the outfield. I don't think they want to do that. They want to sign a veteran or trade for one.
Okay, good observation there, Evan. Chef Nick, you.
Yeah, very good observation, Evan. Good to see you guys. Maybe I should have said that in the beginning of the show, but
Good to see you guys. Good to see you.
I think you're a little
late, right?
late for that, man. You're a little too late for that. No,
It's okay. I might as well just say it again. Good to see you guys. And good to see everyone in the chat. I think that's a good move that the Yankees have made. Like, you know what? Like, that's a questions like arise too. Is like Grisham going to have the same season if the Yankees sign him to a long-term deal? I don't know. I mean, it's like, yeah, what if? I mean, it doesn't hurt to do that, and let's just say he does accept it, and then he doesn't get the same numbers in production. Then it's like, all right, the Yankees didn't shoot themselves in the foot like by signing him to a long-term deal. But yeah, I do like Belly. I hope they sign Belly. Yeah, again, he's younger. He's more, and I think he's a better fit for the Yankees. Even though he says it's his dream to play in pinstripes, and then he opts out. All right, I get it. You want to make your cash, you want to make your money. That's fine. But just putting that aside, the ethics. I think Belly would be a better fit than Grisham. I guess he's more trusted with the numbers in his career consistently. Grisham, again, this is like the first time that he's played long and consistent and he's gotten these numbers. So, I mean, who knows? I mean, I think if Grisham wants to test the market just to play it safe, he'd be like, all right, I want a long-term deal because I think now is the time. Well, I don't know how the Yankees are going to look at that and balance that out. I think the outfield, if they play it right, the outfield won't be a problem. I just think, it's just if they're looking at Bellinger and Grisham, then you can kiss Dominguez and Spencer Jones time by, and they might as well package him in a trade to get a pitching. Yeah. That's the thing. You wanna just string these guys along and just toy with them. That's really wrong in several ways. But like just again, put them out of their misery. Trade them for a younger pitcher, a younger, reliable pitcher. Paul Skeens. I don't know. I guess so. It's Nathan. I love when Nathan gets excited about that. And Livy Dunn too. Bring Livy Dunn here too. She could always pitch for us. But no, I think that's better off if they're not going to trust their like Spencer Jones and Dominguez. Again, like with the minor leagues, are they going to trust like their other stars too? So just trade them. If you're not going to use them, just trade them. Why not? I'm surprised they used Cam. So I mean, I'm very surprised they used him. I mean, just and they didn't just put him on the shuttle like the minor league and major league shuttle. But he proved himself. So that's another story right there. But they have a lot of pitching in the farm system that they need to trust. And I always bring up, don't sign these guys that's been out of the league for 5 years that have like 3 Tommy John surgeries, a Tommy John in their face or whatever the case is. And then, give them a shot in spring training and then just, pretty much shoot down your younger stars. And that's bad for their growth. But I'm very interested. It's going to be an interesting offseason. Us Yankee fans are going to look at it under a microscope. I think right now, so far, so good. We brought Tim Hill back. That's great. Johnny Lowe, take care. Pack your bags. See you later. I know that's hard to say. Not his fault whatsoever. He was injury prone. We gave him many chances. It's time to move on. That's just the way it is. So another thing too, under the radar, they put Kervin Castro. So not a major league move, but again, this is, I don't know what, he's probably going to have an invitation to spring training. I think he was a Rule 5 draft pickup 2 years ago. He had Tommy John surgery, and he's a relief pitcher, but he had good numbers, pretty good numbers. But this is what I'm talking about. I wouldn't put him in front of a younger player, a younger player that's fresh, healthy. This is something that they tend to do. It's like when they do that, they sign older. They have these older players that are injury prone or been injured, and then you have an up and coming rookie that's like not injured and ready to go. This is where they get it wrong. So I foresee this guy, Kervin Castro, who they put on the 40-man roster, and they didn't put any other rookies on the 40-man roster to protect them from the Rule 5 draft, which is dangerous. All right, Garrett Whitlock. That's just the number one reminder of things that can go wrong.
Yep.
But yeah, so I think so far so good with the Yankees. More to come. We'll see.
Well,
Thank you, Nick.
well said, both of you.
Great points.
Evan and Chef Nick, great points, both of you guys. And when it comes to Trent Grisham, I think, excuse me, I think that obviously I like them giving him the 22.5 qualifying offer. There's always that factor where they're going to accept it, but I think I would love to see him back. The problem is Yankees have $78 million to spend it elsewhere, make it better, not only on one player. Because if he ends up accepting it, that's like half your money, pretty much. But
yeah,
I would love to have him back. But at the same time, I would love to see him test the market. I think he deserves it. He deserves a longer term contract. And like me and Joe has been saying, the Mets. I think the Mets would be interested in Grisham, and he's gonna have other teams too. I think, in my opinion, he's gonna have a big market. I can see him going to a West Coast team even. Let's see. But he does deserve a long-term contract, and he showed what he can do without Soto on the team, and he put up big numbers, and he got him a lot of playing time because when Soto was here, he had no playing time. He came in certain games. He started a few games, but when Soto left, you can see the potential on Trent Grisham, and he's a hard worker, great outfielder, obviously Gold Glove type outfielder that team wants to win championships. That's a guy you want. So I would love to have him back, but the problem is the money. I would love to see the Yankees spread widely here this offseason. They need to. They have a lot of issues. Yeah, let's see what happens. It's going to be interesting with Grisham. And I don't know. I haven't heard anything on Devin Williams. Have you guys heard on Devin Williams? I haven't heard anything on Devin Williams yet.
No.
As far as I know, he's free.
It's just a free agent, yeah.
All right. That's going to be interesting. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting all season for the Yankees. I love Tim Hill. So big shout out to the Yankees for picking his option up. I love Tim Hill. I'm ecstatic about him.
Good move.
Ever since he's been here, shout out to Matt Blake, obviously one of the best pitching coaches. Tim Hill is our swaggy old veteran in the bullpen. So I love he brings swag on the left-handed side, and man, I'm looking forward to seeing him on the mound. This guy, what a story! What a career!
And Nathan, as we get closer, tell everybody what to expect with our guests coming up.
Yeah. So, guys, get your questions ready for Xavier Scruggs, our client, a good friend of ours. Chef Nick will be joining also, and Evan will be joining. So, tune in for those three. He is obviously they're going to talk about his career, and transitioning from a player to analyst, working with MLB Network, a great platform. And ESPN he works for, and he covers all the games and even the World Series. He played in the Japan League. He played in the KBO. So look for them to bring that up for him. And guys, the chat, get your questions ready too. You guys did a great job with Logan yesterday. So I hope you guys do the same thing with Xavier, and it should be a good show. He's a great guy. You guys are going to enjoy him. He should be joining soon here. So let's see.
He played for the Mexican League too?
Mexican? No, I only KBO.
Was it? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I think the Dinos.
Dinos. Yeah, he played for the Dinos and Major Leagues, obviously, and he was known to play for the Cardinals, obviously with Pujols and all. So awesome. Yeah, he has a lot of great stories to tell you guys, and it should be fun.
Well, looking forward to it 100%. So, yeah.
Also, for the Yankees, it would be interesting if they revisit the Paul Skeens talk because they, like I said, during the trade deadline, they were talking about it with George Lombard and Spencer Jones. They were willing to give up both of them. So it'll be interesting to see if they're willing to revisit it because what's nothing to lose? You're trying to win a championship, and how about you go in now for Paul Skeens and package deal, get Livy Dunn also obviously in there. We're trying to do something with Livy Dunn. So I'm nothing is set in stone yet, but hopefully soon. But I would love if you get Paul Skeens in this rotation. Oh my God, look at this. Paul Skeens would be your number one. Max Fried would be your two. Garrett Cole your three. Cam your four, and then five you can figure out five. It doesn't matter who's five at that point because those top four that rotation would be lethal. I'm telling you right now. In the AL East or the whole American League, that's the best rotation right there if it happens.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's a great move because you need a young up and coming ace to potentially replace Garrett Cole. He can't run forever. He's not going to be the same Garrett Cole, and when he comes back with his how is he going to perform? I know it's a different case between Luis Hill and Garrett Cole. Luis Hill, I thought he was going to dominate, but it was a combination of him, just struggling with his injury and trying to get better, but also the league figuring him out. Garrett Cole, the league can't figure him out, but with his injury, I think he needs a lot of time to get back. Hopefully he starts now, or he has been starting, getting back into pitching, just the way he pitches. But I really hope he can perform. And then again, coming back from an injury like that, how are the Yankees going to look at it? Oh, we're going to let him go the distance every time? Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's pretty dangerous. So this is why maybe you need a couple of extra.
Michael King.
Yeah, Michael King too.
We need Michael King back here.
Absolutely, because then you have Garrett Cole, who's injured. Rodon, even though you
don't know what's
going to perform next season too. So it's that's going to be a little questionable, and you can't get.
It looks like Xavier is in, so you can drop me and then add me later. So,
okay.
Thank you, Nathan.
Well,
great job.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
By the way,
our star of the show is here. Xavier Scruggs, how you doing? Are you ready to come up? Give me a thumbs up if you can. All right, we are ready, guys. All right, let's bring the star of the show up. And thank you so much for joining NY Yankee Mania. How you doing, my man?
All good. How about you guys? Appreciate you having me.
We feel honored having you. I see you on the tube all the time. Having you here is fantastic. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. I'm glad we could chop it up for a little bit.
Thank you. We really appreciate it. So we have Chef Nick, we have Evan, and myself, Joe. And we're gonna get some hard questions to you, my man. First of all, how are you feeling? You look great. How are you doing? How's your family? That's the most important. How is everything going with you?
Man, I appreciate that. Extremely blessed over here. Glad that the season has come to an end. I'm kind of sad that we don't have any more games to talk about, but at the same time, life has slowed down a little bit. I can be more present at home with the kids and all that. So enjoying the off season so far.
You tell us a little bit about when you thought you'd be a major league player, and also let everybody know the transition from being a player to an analyst, and how does that make you feel? Because it definitely agrees with you, because you are really good at what you do.
Oh, no, I appreciate that. I try to have fun with it, but I think it was around really college when I was a sophomore, junior-ish. I had been drafted out of high school, but didn't see the maturity in myself, didn't feel physically ready to go into pro ball. So I went to college, UNLV, and I think around that summer of going into my junior year, I felt like there was a real opportunity to be drafted again and hopefully pursue my professional career. I started feeling like I was able to do some of the things on the field consistently. I felt like I was developing, getting better. And then just getting into pro ball in the minor leagues, I always felt like I had, good power, and I just had to figure out how to hone in on it and really have it be more consistent and do better with the strike zone and plate discipline and all that stuff. So felt like around that early sophomore, junior year time, and then getting into pro ball, felt like there was opportunity there. And you mentioned the transition, going from playing and then going into the broadcast, analyst, media side of things. I think I was just really interested in storytelling and learning about the players and figuring out what is unique about every player and unique about every team from a positive sense, right? And sometimes in the media space, we're a little negative, we're a little harping on certain players and whatnot, but I wanted to be able to tell those stories in a positive way. And I think that's what ultimately attracted me to that side of things, and ultimately really enjoy being able to give my perspective.
Awesome. Evan or Nick, want to weigh in on a question?
Whatever.
Yeah, sure. Obviously, Xavier, I wanted to ask, have you been to Williamsport, Pennsylvania for the
I
Little League
I
World
have,
Series?
yes, yeah,
I want
it's
to know, like,
amazing.
what are your experiences like there, and what do you think about the talent that those kids are putting up, at Williamsport?
Oh man, fortunately I've had the opportunity with ESPN to cover the Little League World Series in a broadcast sense since 2021. And I mean, just a magical place, man. Like, I
Hmm.
think people say it sounds cliche, but it really is. I think the biggest reason is because it's like everybody's so focused on the kids and everybody's so positive with the kids. And it like the international aspect of things is one area that like in Williamsport that you'll never have anywhere else, right? Like kids
Hmm.
coming from Japan, coming from
Yeah,
Czechoslovakia, all over the Dominican, Venezuela, so many different Australia, so many different places where you have these kids and you can just see the joy on their faces playing baseball. And it really takes you back to when you were young, right? And when you were playing at that age and everything
yeah,
was just fun. So it's one of my favorite events. It probably is my favorite event to cover. And I even got to take my kids this year who are 7 and 6 year old boys. And they had an amazing time. So yeah, Williamsport is has a deep place in my heart, man.
that's
That's
cool.
awesome. Nick?
Hey Xavier, good to see you, man. I'm Chef Nick. Just wanted to say I'm a big fan of you, and I love your success story. So I love everything about your career, what you've become right now. So I just
Oh
wanted to
man.
point that out. Absolutely. I know I'm just jumping ahead a little bit, but the transition for you to let's just say be in the major leagues and then go to Japan, and then you played for in the Mexican League too, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to point how was that like more or less like an adjustment to like culture shock or just food or food, but also like just everything in general. Like how did you adjust to that?
Yeah. First of all, thanks, Chef Nick. I
Of course.
appreciate the comments, man. And I think that transition of going over to Asia, I played in Korea,
Okay.
and it was just an eye-opening experience in the sense that, the baseball was similar, right? Like baseball's baseball. But like outside of baseball, it's like I think the toughest thing is you can't really read anything, right? Like we're so used to being able to read everything, even in Latin countries, because the alphabet is the same.
Hmm.
Like the character aspect of Hangul and their vocabulary and their alphabet is like it's totally different. So like if I'm looking outside, I can't tell if one thing is a restaurant or is that a doctor's office or
Yeah.
is that a convenience store. Like I think almost that aspect gets you thrown into a total loop and you feel like you're stuck and but you're stuck in nowhere. So you're just leaning on the translator, leaning on other people to help you, and you almost feel like a little kid in a
Yeah.
sense, right? Um, but I think that type of perspective actually helps me because I felt like I didn't have a whole lot of pressure on myself. I'm in a place where I don't have to prove anything. I already know what type of player I am. Let me go out here and just have fun. And I think being able to dive into culture really helped me like be loose and enjoy my time over there. I think one of the first conversations me and my wife had before we even went to Korea was, hey, we're not going to bring our American ways over there. We're going to indulge in the culture, and because we know if we try to take our ways over there, we're going to be met with resistance, and that's not the way we want to go out there and do our thing. We want to enjoy it. And my wife took a big step that she became friends with all of the Korean wives, and had them over to the apartment and stuff like that. So just diving into the culture helped that idea of almost feeling like you're in a place where you have no idea where you are, and it helped me play baseball, honestly.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
Wow.
That is amazing. That's a great story. Sean Browning asks, Xavier, what was the moment like when you were told you were going to the bigs?
Oh man, I get chills right now thinking about it. Just because I was in AAA and we were playing in I'm sorry, we were playing in Omaha, um, and we were playing a playoff game, and we had just gotten beat. We got shut out. I had a horrible game. I think I was 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. I go back to the clubhouse after the game, kind of in my locker, thinking about the at bats and man, what I want to do tomorrow because it was game one of a best of three, and I get the farm director who's in town, has like one of the clubbies come up to me and say, "Hey, the farm director wants to see you in the office and in the manager's office." I'm just thinking, man, he's gonna tell me I was swinging at sliders in the dirt. I'm not making adjustments. Like he's just gonna get all over me. And so I end up going to the office, and the manager and the farm director are looking at each other like, "You gonna tell him? You gonna tell him?" I'm like, "What the hell's going on? Like, why are you guys going back and forth?" And then one of them was like, "All right," the farm director was like, "We just want to let you know that you'll be going to Milwaukee tomorrow." And I was kind of thrown out for a loop. I was like, "Milwaukee? What did I just get traded or something?" And then they're like, "No, the Cardinals are playing in Milwaukee. You're going to meet the team out there." And immediate chills, like the emotions. You start flashbacks of like you and your dad in the backyard playing catch at 5,
Yeah.
6 years old. And you start thinking about all the people that ultimately helped you. And there's nothing comparable to that, just because you work so hard to catch a dream, right? And most people don't even have the chance to work towards their dream, but you've actually captured that dream now. It's just indescribable, an amazing feeling, man.
I couldn't imagine it, but I just love, like, when I just started being in the press box. I mean, that was like my greatest thrill. Before we go on, Xavier, there's Teresa in the chat asks, can you tell us when more or less you are on TV, when you're either on ESPN or MLB Network? We'd really like to know, because we really liked your show. We liked your takes. Do you have something that you could let everybody know right now, so that they can jot it down?
Yes. On TV specifically, I'm on the leadoff spot on MLB Network from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And that's usually three to 4 days out of the 5 weekdays. I also, me and Eduardo Perez kind of switch spots. And during the off season, I'm usually doing 3 to 4 days a week there. I'm also on Sunday night baseball pregame show. I'm not sure what ESPN is going to have next year, because I don't think they're going to have the Sunday night game. But hopefully they have other games that I'll be a part of the pregame show there. And then also on Sundays, I do off base,
Right.
usually at 1 p.m. Eastern. So I'm sorry, at 10 a.m. Eastern. So it's sometimes it could be sporadic, but the one that's pretty consistent is leadoff spot 9 to 10 a.m. on MLB Network.
Awesome. And you know, it was funny because I was one day, I think it was June or July, when we really started this show steady. And I came across you. I says, "Oh, who's that?" And then one thing led to another, and it was amazing. I mean, you are meant for that chair. You are really, you say it like it is. You got a fantastic voice. And we really enjoy it. And everybody, especially here on the phone chat, say thank you to you, and they feel honored that you decided to come on through, of course, Nitin and his team. But by all means, we absolutely. And one thing I want to stress out is anything, if you can, we're going to do a lot of work on the winter meetings. So if you have 5-10 minutes to give us, we would love to hear from you and get your take. What really goes on. People will be fascinated to know, how things go, and like, do you just like, oh, I know you, where are you going to play? So we would love to have you. We do the morning show, and that week we're actually going to, just be on and on for the fans.
Nice.
But we would, so we would love. We do have some former players that come up and say hello and give their take. But I would love to have your take, without a doubt. If you can find a little time, we'll talk with Nitin, and we'll make sure that we try to make it happen. And have a nice little segment. Go ahead, man. I'll shut up and you do all the talking. I mean, it's something I really look forward to, for you to have you do. So
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Guys, you have another question?
Sure.
Okay.
Obviously, when you're in the MLB Network office, obviously you're still watching the games, I'm assuming, when the action's going on.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the games that are going on now, do you see any difference between like having an outside view or when like you're playing? Like, is there any difference between being like on the field and then watching the games from an outside perspective?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. Yeah, I think a lot of the times, just from playing, you're really solely kind of focused on yourself, right? And really, you're in your mind kind of thinking about your at bat, or you're thinking about that next play, what you're supposed to do, where your positioning is. It's really more individualized within a team sport. From the analyst chair or the broadcasting side of things, is I'm really trying to see something from a 30,000 foot view, right? And that could include from the front office perspective, to the managerial perspective, to the player perspective, and even sometimes from an umpire perspective, right? So just trying to make sure that I can give the audience as many perspectives as possible, because I know, I can give them what the player is thinking. That's kind of just natural for me. But I also want to be able to give them more than that, right? What could the manager be thinking and why he made this decision? What is the front office thinking as far as this roster construction goes, and why is this move being made right now, or why does this trade make sense or doesn't make sense? Why does this DFA make sense or not? So just trying to think about it more from a bigger perspective, and then try to hone in on it during the game. So just trying to look at it a little bit differently in a sense.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, awesome. Nick, question?
Yes. When you were on the Cardinals, did you have any mentors? Anyone that helped you along the way?
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, you don't get to where you want to be without guys helping you, mentors. One of the first ones for me was Yadier Molina. I mean, just one of the best as far as a human being goes. Somebody that doesn't have to speak loudly, but you following what he's doing, making sure that, because it's another field general, it's another manager that's on the field, right? So he sees the game differently. So you want to be able to have that same perspective. So he was one of those guys for me. As well as Matt Holliday, another one of those guys where the character extremely high first, but also the little hitting details he's going to help you out with. You watching his batting practice, and he's maybe giving you a little tip here and there. That was another one of those guys. And I had a bunch of them, and even coaches. Willie McGee was one of them. I came up, and my parents already knew Ozzie Smith, but Ozzie Smith being a part of the Cardinals organization, another one of those guys that I could go to at any point. Man, there was a lot. And even Mike Schilt during his time with the Cardinals organization, he was my manager for a couple of years in the minor leagues before getting to the major leagues. Mike Matheny. So I was able to lean on a lot of different guys, and I think that's what has helped my perspective even outside of playing now.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's really great to hear.
Very cool.
Great analogy, guys. Charles asks, "What do you think of the torpedo bats?"
The torpedo bats. I think it was something that was fun because it was new, right? It was something that you saw a lot of new guys using at the beginning of the season. I think I have a torpedo bat right here, actually. Yeah, it's cool because it's just got a different shape, and I don't it was. I feel like it was kind of like a fad for a little bit, and then guys we didn't hear much about it again. But guys get to kind of design their own types of bats, and there's always going to be kind of that next best thing. I remember it was this part being cupped, right, and then there was the handle being thicker, or an axe handle. So there's always going to be something for guys to try to get an edge But ultimately, I think the things ends up getting balanced out, and it's not for everybody, right?
Can you
Yeah.
rotate it? It looks
No,
like a
it's not.
paddle. Can you rotate the bat? Yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
Wow.
That's wild.
Wow.
No, I think Anthony
Yeah.
knows he needs a little bit bigger barrel. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's great.
for some players, it doesn't matter. They could have a 30-foot bat. They're not hitting the ball, period.
Yeah.
But the way
You're right.
baseball is right now, it's unbelievable.
You're right.
Wendy says, Xavier, thank you. Our family loves you and all your comments.
Oh,
So
wow. Thank you, Wendy. That's awesome.
wanted to
Appreciate
get
the
that.
support.
What did you think of the World Series? And what do you think the Yankees, as this is obviously a Yankees show, what do you think the Yankees have to do to get back to the dance?
Yeah, I'll start with the World Series. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was one for the history books, honestly. Yeah, and I think the reason why is because there's going to be so many Hall of Famers when it's all said and done, just from those two teams, right? Whether it's Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman. We might have a Yamamoto in the Hall of Fame at some point. The way that he's going, you look at the other side, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Max Scherzer. So I think you're looking at kind of the talent was at an extremely high level. But also just the excitement within each game. I don't know about you guys, but I felt captivated by every single game of the
Yeah,
series.
really good.
And a lot of times you don't have World Series where every single game keeps you locked in like that.
Yeah.
I remember trying to keep my eyes open for the 18 inning. I'm like, I'm falling asleep. I'm like, I can't miss this. And then I look at kind of the performance of Yamamoto, right? Like those are the performances we're gonna be telling kids, grandkids, all those things, right? So it's just we got a lot in one World Series, and I think we have to appreciate that. And as far as the Yankees go, man, I think honestly, and I know we've been saying this for a little bit, but I think the athleticism, it took a step forward with Jazz Chisholm, right? And I think really, if there can continue to be more athleticism on the Yankees, finding a way for guys to be able to steal bases, put pressure on the opposing defense, be able to utilize guys switching positions. I like the idea of Cody Bellinger, who obviously can play outfield but can play first base. Defensive versatility. It has to be those things around the edge, right? And I think the one area that you lost a lot of in Juan Soto is the on base percentage, right? So if you have guys that are defensive versatile, athletic, that can get on base, they don't have to be power guys because you got a lot of power guys already. And especially you have the best power guy in Judge, but you need the ancillary pieces when it comes to athleticism, when it comes to defensive versatility, and when it comes to on base percentage.
Spot on. I love it.
On. Do you think the Yankees are going to be active? We're getting a question from Kevin. Do you think the Yankees are going to be active? And what do you think, in your opinion, from what you're hearing around, will they sign a big free agent, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think they have to be active. I think it's a team that, you look at how you finished, and I would say it was a disappointment this year, right? Like, I think it's a team that had the ability to go out there and at least get to the World Series. I'm not saying they didn't have the ability to win one, but they had the team to get to a World Series. And I think you look at it all starts from starting pitching. And a lot of that is going to depend on the health of Garrett Cole too, but you have to have another guy, right? That's the difference with the Dodgers, right? They had four dudes alongside of that offense. Even when their offense struggled, they had the starting pitching. And I think that's going to be a big part of what the Yankees look to go get. It's kind of what I'm hearing as well. Obviously, you got to figure out the Cody Bellinger situation because he was a huge impact piece that you don't have coming back. He'll be a free agent, maybe re-signing him. But I think the pitching, to me, from a starting pitching standpoint, and you can also point to that bullpen too, which they've done a pretty good job of in the past, to get arms, get starting pitching, and the rest will take care of itself.
Do you think Jason Dominguez will be part of this team, or do you think he's going to be traded?
I hope so. I feel like, the fact that you've had such a high level prospect that, really hasn't gotten to me the opportunity from a consistency basis.
Yeah.
I want to see him play. Like I want to see him play. Like give him the 500 ABs and see what happens, right? Because I feel like he can have real impact on this team. But that has to be there for him. And Cashman and Boone got to believe in that too.
I've been saying that all year, Xavier.
We all have.
You gotta give the guy at bats. Just because he made a couple of blunders in the outfield, he wasn't hitting right-handed, but he's a solid left-handed hitter. And I was screaming for him to come up against Toronto. He finally comes up and he just misses a home run, gets a double. And it was like, it boggles my mind. These guys are struggling, and this guy's sitting on the bench.
Yeah, I know.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I thought it was telling. Yeah, I think it was after they had ended up getting eliminated. Like he was the last one, kind of in the dugout, kind of just watching the celebration. And I think you have a player that is like he's motivated, right? He knows that he could have contributed a lot more, and he's always done so throughout the course of his career. I think that's the hunger in him, and I'm hoping that he gets that opportunity.
One other guy that I definitely want to see them bring back is Rosario.
Yes.
The enthusiasm this guy had was second to none. And they need somebody. Chaz Chisholm gets excited and all of that, which I believe he's got to calm down with these umpires. Because I think it's killing his game. But Rosario was the first. He didn't play. He's the first guy out of the off the bench, cheering and rooting, no matter what he was playing or not. That's a guy that you need, and they also need Cabrera coming back healthy. When Cabrera went down, this team little by little, for some reason, and they had no bench. I was screaming about the bench.
Right.
And then they get the bench and they don't play him.
Yeah, you're right. I think that we saw a difference with Caballero, right? Like they bringing something different to the table. And to your point, the same thing going with Rosario. It's just, trying to figure out from a perspective when you have, and it's hard too when you've put so much into one person in one position, right? So Volpe, you got a lot in on him, and you don't want him to fail. You don't want him to feel like he's getting taken out. But, that's what happens is some of these other guys don't get the opportunity. And then once they do, it might be too late, for them to have real impact. So I'm hoping the same, man. I think you saw an injection of energy with some of those guys that can really give the Yankees momentum going into next year.
Well, I want to sneak in I just want to sneak in a question before I forget. Xavier, just want to bring up your perspective on analytics. Before you answer, I prefer old school logic with a splash of analytics. I think personally, analytics belongs in the CIA and FBI department. But with, if there's people behind the computers determining who should play and what matchups are good, and then you have players that perform physically on the field that they sort of take away from that.
Right.
You think, should there be a half and half, or should there be more analytics than old school logic, or the other way around? What do you think?
Yeah, I think it depends on the roster, honestly. I think it depends on how you built your roster. Because if you built it more on the numbers aspect, and I'll give you an example. If I built my roster on, being able to platoon guys and being able to say, okay, this guy hits righties way better and this guy hits lefties way better, then I have to kind of go along with the data aspect of things. But if I have more of a balanced team where maybe I don't have as many substitutions, or I'm not feeling like I'm flip-flopping a lot of guys and depending upon matchups, then I think you look more towards old school baseball and looking at, okay, what am I seeing with my eyes? I think you always have to look at what you're seeing with your eyes, because somebody might be 0 for their last 30 and look like they're swinging at who knows what. and the analytics says to play this guy versus a lefty. Like, I think you got to use your eyes, right? So I think it definitely depends on the roster in a sense. And look, and it probably a lot of it depends on your president of operations, right? Because he's the one ultimately calling the shots. He's the one saying, "Hey, this is our scouting team. This is how much influence they're going to have. This is our analytics team. This is how much influence they're going to have. This is our manager. Hey, you have all the influence. You make the final decision." I think all of those things could be different within teams.
Good take. Yeah. Very
Great
good
take. Great take. Real Bill says, what do you think of the fungo bat?
The fungo bat. I love the fungo. I actually, the thing I was thinking about is I told you I have 2 young boys, 7 and 6. I was just reminding myself earlier, I was like, I need to get a fungo bat so I can hit more ground balls for them. Sounds like he says it's an awesome way to improve bunting. Some of the foreign-made fungo models resemble the torpedo bat. I've seen that. And the sad thing is we don't really bunt too much anymore. So it's guys will be practicing with that one too much.
Yeah, I agree. Michael's got a hard statement here, Xavier. The Yankees have set Dominguez up to fail, which I find disgusting.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily setting him up to fail. I think it's being stuck, feeling like you've made one decision and you've got to stick with that, right? And so sometimes that can affect another player. Like it might affect a Jason Dominguez. It might affect, a Caballero, a Volpe, if we said he's our shortstop, right? So I think there's certain decisions that affect others inconsequentially, and you don't realize it maybe until too late, or you don't want to do anything about it until too late. So I don't want to say that the Yankees set anybody up to fail, because I don't think that that's naturally what somebody wants to do, right? You want all your players to perform.
No, definitely agree. You have another question here from Bob Rizzo. Bob asks, Xavier, when you're on the team with MLB Network, is it easy for each and every one of you to have a great show together? How do you have meetings? How do you do it that you come on at a certain time and bam, you just keep going? How does that work? How does that happen?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think we have production meetings where it's kind of an idea, usually sometimes maybe 3 hours before the show. What ideas are we throwing out there? What do we want to talk about? What are the hot topics of what's going on today? And trying to figure out, okay, how do we form that into conversations where people would be engaged with that? The audience would enjoy that. How can we provide a different perspective? And then kind of figuring out what that looks like as far as, is that a breakdown? Do we want to do a video breakdown or something? Do we feel like we want to dive deep into a certain play from a game? We have those meetings to kind of specifically talk about what do we want to get across, and what does we call them blocks. What does each block of before the commercial look like? A block, B block, C block, and how do we want to line that up? So yeah, great question. But yes, production meetings, huge part of what we do.
I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Joe. I just wanted to say that I remember when I was younger, I used to watch Quick Pitch in the morning all the time, and I used to love watching that. And also in the studio when you guys have the the baseball stadium set up. I know it's like smaller than what it actually is, but it's really cool to see you guys like actually be able to like demonstrate some things on the show and be able to give tips. I think that's really great.
Yeah, no, we love that. And I think that's where a lot of, especially former players, that's where we thrive, is like being able to demonstrate, be able to break down to where you can actually see us do it. Because that's when we're being as natural as possible, because we're just playing at that point.
Yeah.
So we enjoy it. We love it.
We have a question from Ava. Ava asks, Xavier, thank you so much for being here. I love your show in the mornings. My question is, we would love to have a few more women announcers And we think, what do you think of Lauren Shahadi? And I think you and her would make a great team on TV.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I love the women that I work with. I work with also Melanie Newman. She
Mhm.
does an amazing job. She works with the Orioles too. I think that perspective too is important, right? Because our game is growing from a female perspective. The numbers are jumping up because females are so interested also in the storylines of the players, and I think sometimes women are better at telling those stories, right? And they give their perspective. So I love that aspect of it. I love Laura Shahadi. I love Lauren Gardner, who I work with too. Definitely the females that we do have at MLB Network, they do their homework. They're locked in. They know baseball, and it's a breath of fresh air to get their perspectives.
How about
And when
Jenny
you
Kavnar? You ever met
Danny
Jenny?
Kavnar, great.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Her
awesome.
too. She works at MLB Network Radio with me too. I know
Awesome.
she does the A's.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, and a lot of people don't see it, but they put in so much work
Yeah.
because they know that everything they say is going to be really scrutinized more than even so the men. So they're putting in extra work in a sense.
And when you talk about extra work and all, you have to give a lot of kudos to Meredith Marakovitz, because she does
Absolutely.
an
Oh yeah.
incredible job for the New York Yankees. And I would love to see Meredith and Lauren team up, possibly
Hmm.
do some play-by-play and all. And we'd love to see you in a play-by-play, because you've got the voice, you've got the knowledge,
Absolutely.
and it is amazing. And I really, I am so thrilled that you came up and to talk to us, because your perspective has just been amazing, and continue it. And one of these days, one of my goals is I would love to come and visit the studio,
Yeah.
because
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I love MLB Network. I mean,
Oh, that's
each and
awesome.
every
Absolutely.
one of you guys, I watch intently, and I listen, and I learn, and I learn, and I learn, and I learn. And my goal, one of these days, I would love to come up and it maybe interview a couple, just all of you, and it'd just be a thrill for me. And my greatest thrill is I interviewed George Steinbrenner, and
Wow.
that was my greatest thrill. I mean, I was scared out of my wits, but he treated me so. He liked the fact that when I was in the press box, I would cheer the Yankees. I can't help it; they're in my blood. So he was like, he would put his hands up like this. I was saying, "Uh-oh, either he wants me out of here or whatever." So one day I just said, "You know what?" To myself, I said, "I'm going to ask him. I don't care." So I forgot who it was. Who was the Yankee PR guy at the time? And I said, "Is there any way I could see Mr. Steinbrenner?" He goes, "Yeah, kid, come with me." And I go in his office, and the first thing you see is this huge glove. And he goes, "Have a seat." And I'm like, "Where?" I'm saying to myself, "Oh, you can sit on the glove." When I sat on that glove, I couldn't get up. I was like, he goes, "Oh, tell me, he says, "I've seen you pump your fist with the Yankees." He said, "That's great. We need more like you." And then I said, "Mr.
That's awesome.
Steinbrenner, is there any way we can have he says, "Sure." He said, "So we gotta set it up. I can't do it right now. Actually, we're working on a signing." I said, "Okay, fine." I said, and then I had the interview, and it was the greatest thrill. Another great thrill for me, like I said, is I would love to tour MLB Network. It's a passion of mine, and I'd love to see all you guys. If that could ever happen, I'd really, really be in awe.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We'd love to have you. And yeah, I think you would definitely be in awe of the studios too. I think we're also supposed to be moving studios actually in a couple of years too. So definitely want to try to get in there before we move.
Are you moving from Secaucus, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's not too far from Secaucus, but I forget where the city is.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, I live in Staten Island, New York, and I'm actually by the
Yeah.
Outer Bridge crossing, and I'm not far. So,
Nice.
I'm Joe's neighbor.
Looking forward.
I'm in Jersey.
But
That's awesome.
please, all of you guys do an incredible. I mean, when they announced the Major League Baseball channel, I smiled from ear to ear. I mean, literally.
Yeah.
And I love when you guys do the of course the winter meetings. I love anything, the trade deadline, all the games in the morning. You guys go over everything and
Yeah.
just I can't say enough about you and your staff and people like Mark DeRosa and oh my God, really thank you.
Yeah.
From the bottom of my heart here on NY Mania, we have to and want to say thank you to you for everything that you give us, your time, the effort, and again, you are welcome on this platform anytime. And we do have a surprise for you also. So, and I want to bring that up to you.
Yo, what's up? Xavier, how you doing, man?
Do you know
What's
him?
going on?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you too, man. Thanks for setting this up.
Oh, no problem. My team and I, we usually help out Joe, help out with the show. We get most of the guests for the show for Joe, and we brought him Logan Morrison yesterday on the show. So
that's awesome, man.
Yeah, you followed up Logan yesterday, and you already know that we're connected with a lot of people in the industry, and thank you, Xavier. Thank you for taking the time for joining Joe, Evan, and Chef Nick, because they're the best, and my team and I love helping them out and bringing people on here and sharing their stories. And Joe started the channel in literally this year of June, and we got connected. We got connected around that time, and he was at 123 subscribers. Now he's at 600, over 600 now.
Wow,
600, I should say.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, he's been growing the channel. We've been helping them out, and obviously we're working on more people to come on here, and obviously we're good friends with Jenny Convar also, and Lauren Gardner. I'm close with them, and Xavier, you already know about this business, all about networking, making getting the right mentors, and I have that, and to be working with you and getting to know you over the years, and when you were on my show, it was like 4 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Time flies, and for you just to keep in contact with us and seeing our stuff and our growth of our page, and it's truly amazing because I love working with you guys, and now we do a lot of PR events, marketing events, or we book autograph signings for players. That's how I make my connections through the events, and then we help out the players, we manage them. PR. I work with Jabba Chamberlain now, by the way, Xavier.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, I work with their show, and we were at Fanatics Fest the first year. We couldn't go this year because we were busy with other things, but I know you were there this year. Are you going to be back next year to Fanatics Fest?
I'm hoping to, for sure. That was an amazing experience. That was my first time. It was an amazing experience. And yeah, I'm definitely hoping to go back.
Yeah, because the first time we went, that's when we connected with Michael Rubin. Oh my God, speaking of connections, that guy is well connected, and obviously we connected with Gary V. We connected with a lot of people the first year when he did Fanatics Fest, and now this next year is going to be a 4-day festivity. He said 4 days now, so it's going to be fun to see what's going to be coming, and obviously with all this, it's the best time of the year for us with all the sports back, and but I got to ask you, man. These first-year managers, I'm happy for these first-year managers getting opportunities. What do you like about that with Greg Salmon now with the Padres, and you got Ventura from the Nationals, and then all these other first-year managers getting opportunities? What do you like about that now?
Yeah, I like that. It's you kind of getting a couple of different buckets, right? Some guys that haven't even really been inside the game like that maybe we don't know as much of about their coaching experience, like a Kurt Suzuki with the Angels too.
Yeah,
right. And then, but then you have guys that have, kind of been some lifers in it too, that have kind of been waiting again for another job. Um, like I'm forgetting the Pirates, the one that just
Oh,
recently
Derek
went over
Shelton.
to
Yeah.
Derek
Yeah.
Shelton. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you're getting different perspectives, and I think that that's good. I think we were kind of talking about every roster is different, right? So depending upon what your roster looks like, that may determine what type of manager you're looking at. I really would have liked to see the Padres go and get Albert Pujols. I know that he was a huge
Yeah.
candidate
That would
there.
be nice.
But obviously, Craig Stammen has been with the organization this past year. Maybe there's some things that AJ Preller likes that he's already seen from him. I think it's interesting. He was a part of the managerial meetings as well. So it's interesting, but I like that there's different perspectives. I mean, the biggest thing is we'll figure out once they start playing what it looks like, right? Like how do they win? That's the ultimate thing. You can pick whoever until they start winning, and then that's the difference. So, but I like the differences within the managers.
You know what I like too is the San Francisco Giants hiring got the Tony from Tennessee, because that reminds me of Pat Murphy, what the Brewers did.
Yeah.
Pat Murphy
Yes.
came out of college, and he helped the Brewers become the best team in the NL. So I think Tony, I think that's the right fit. And Buster Posey, man, he's been hitting on everything right now as a GM. Shout out to him, man. He's a great,
Yeah.
great minded, obviously great player when he played, and you played against him, like Xavier, and you already know about him. And so I think him hire. Plus, the Giants are still young and rebuilding, so he fits perfectly in that thing. So I think obviously he's gonna have a veteran bench around him. So it's gonna be interesting who he hires too.
Right. No, definitely. That's another different one, right? We haven't really seen that, straight from college to the major league manager. So I think it's going to be fun to see his adjustments, who he places around him, and like you said, Buster Posey not afraid to make out of the box decisions, right? Traded for Rafael Devers, so he wants to win. We know that. I think the Giants are going to be on that path real soon, and especially competing against the Dodgers and the Padres in that division.
Yeah.
I just want to say, Xavier, also another great ad to MLB Network would be fantastic. Our very own John Flaherty. He would be an incredible ad with you, and oh my God, I really hope you guys swipe him up. All right, ESPN, but MLB Network would be very, very, very glad to. That would be a great ad, and
Definitely,
he's very, very good at what he does. And I'm very surprised he was, left out of the Yes Network. But their loss is going to be somebody's gain, and I hope he shows up on the MLB Network.
Yeah, me too. It'd be awesome to have him. He'd be an amazing addition for the team for sure.
Yeah, so that was good. We also, I don't know if you're interested, but I also am running a co-host a WWE show. So we do some wrestling here, and that's on Friday nights at 10 o'clock, right after SmackDown. So if you ever like wrestling content, and we go through the years of everything leading up to what's going on, I think it might be something. We have a great young man, TJ, who puts out all of these shorts that are incredible. If you could check it out, I think you'd enjoy it. I really would love your expertise on it, and it's at Total Turnbuckle Talk, and
cool.
That is the name, and we simulcast on Friday nights. So if you ever like wrestling, let us know. And that corresponds with baseball. It's Pete Rose, rest in peace. He's in the WWE Hall of Fame. Yep. So there's some baseball, basketball in there, everything. So I just wanted
that's awesome.
I just wanted to let you know that too.
Thank you.
We want to give a big shout out to Nitin, because Nitin has just been incredible for this show. I'm so happy I was introduced to him. It feels like we've known each other now for like 10 years. Yes, actually, we were together. We invited him to one of our family birthdays of my great niece. and he came last week. Actually, the last game we were watching the World Series
Yeah,
together.
I came for Game 7. Yep.
Right.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was great. And he's family. That's all I could say. Everybody here is family, and I just want to welcome you to NY Mania, and I really hope that you keep coming. I really do.
And also, I have to get Xavier on our Java the Mouse show with Java. So,
love to jump on there. Love to jump on there. I appreciate you guys' support too. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, without a doubt. Anybody else have? Because we know you're busy. Anybody else have any questions?
I was gonna mention John Flaherty. Let's just say, what do you think about him being a Yankees like bench coach or catching coach? That aspect.
I mean, I think that would be awesome. I think the perspective is great. Like I'll never say somebody shouldn't be, a coach, because I think I told you I led this off talking about everybody has a unique perspective, and I think every player has something positive. The same thing goes for analysts, coaches. So until we actually see the work, like it's hard to tell, but I think anybody with the mind that we've already listened to their conversations, the way they break things down, I think those opportunities would be great.
Awesome.
Yep.
Have you ever thought about coaching or being in the front office?
I have. It's not the right time for me with. I feel like with the young kids, definitely a lot of work goes into it. It's been long days. I kind of like the analyst hours right now, so I'm cool with that. But I definitely love teaching. I love educating, and it could be something down the road too.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Awesome. Well, Guy, thank you so much for your insight. I am more than excited and jubilant that you came on. And because MLB Network is like, it's basically part of my family because it's always on. I mean, we just absolutely love it, and
That's
we
awesome.
love what you do, and keep up the great work. And please promise to come up, and we'd love to see you owners meetings, general managers meetings, winter meetings, whatever.
Let him know about the November 11 show real quick.
Yeah, Nitin, can you?
Yeah, so on the number, Xavier, before we let you go, November 11th, Joe's hosting a big at 7 p.m. a big show supporting only the troops and people who's going through a lot like mental health issues or cancer. So we're dedicating that show November 11th at 7 p.m. only to the troops and to the people who's going through stuff. So if you're available, if you want to join Joe for a little bit, maybe share some stories, inspiring stories. If you're available, I'll let you. I'll give you the link if you want. If you're interested.
Yeah, send it to me. I appreciate that. Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah,
of course. Are you kidding me? That would make it so much brighter. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no, thank you guys. I got to run, guys. So I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good rest of the day.
You too, man. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Keep up the good work, fellas. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Same here.
Great job, guys. You guys. Hey, by the way, shout out to the chat. Shout out to Joe. You guys killed it back-to-back days. Those two. Yesterday was amazing. Today was amazing. Wow, great job, guys. Great job.
Thank you, guys.
Good job, chat. Good job,
Yeah,
Nick. Joe.
My God, Nitin, he is amazing.
Right now, like, hey,
Yes, yeah.
we have a strong networking base. Like, it's just truly amazing that my team and I have built with all these athletes. It's amazing. It's just
it really is amazing, and you should be proud of everything that you're doing, Nitin. And the beauty of it, you're young, you're energetic. And you keep you keep it going, and you're going and going and going. And I am so happy to even be a small part of what you're doing, and anything that we can do to help, we're here. And I know, you've been, believe it or not, you've been a mentor to me.
Show me the money.
I wish. But the main thing is that I've learned a lot from you too. I've learned, and I've been around a little bit longer than each and every one of you. But
I always tell people this. Everybody should be listening right now. I always tell people, even I tell my team and the younger generation, it's the money will come. Okay, the money will come. It's all about chasing relationships, building that network system, and finding the right people. And once you do that, you'll succeed, and the money will come. And then we have built a great team, network system. I have 7 great mentors who helps me out if I need anything. So once you have that stabilized, then you'll be fine, and the money will come and succeed. It's not all about chasing the money. It's about like chasing relationships and building the relationships and make sure you stay in contact with those relationships. And that's why we're really good at that, keeping in contact with these players. And you can tell they love. That's why they believe. Whenever we pitch your show, Joe, to them to come on, they say yes right away. Because they trust us that we're putting them on a perfect product, and this is a perfect product.
Well, it would honestly, from a lot of the guests, Xavier would mean a lot to me if he enjoyed the show, because I enjoy what he does and I love where he is. Mm-hmm. So that would mean the world to NY Mania. Like you just wouldn't understand what I'm saying, but it does mean the world to us. Just like everybody in the chat, thank you for all the questions, everything that you gave us. Right.
Yes.
Good job, chat.
And a lot more content is coming up. Remember, tonight at 10 p.m., WWE Talk, simulcast with co-host TJ. We will be doing a simulcast on NY Mania and Total Turnbuckle Talk. Our guest this week is going to be Victor from the Third Floor Podcast.
Victor.
He did a tremendous job last week about talking about the 70s, the 80s, and he's going to talk more leading up to Hulk Hogan tonight. But next week is going to be a really exciting show, everyone. We are going to have the former WWF ring announcer for different shows in the 70s and the 80s, Lou Edwards.
Yeah.
And trust me when I tell you the stories he's going to tell each and everybody is going to blow your mind. And he's ready to tell. He's ready to talk how tight-lipped wrestling was.
This Friday? Today or next Friday?
That's next Friday.
Okay, and then my team and I are still working on getting Gino Caruso for you guys, too, for that show.
That would be awesome. And we're also looking for Peter. We hope Peter will come on.
Yeah, Peter. We're keeping tabs on Peter. He's busy. Actually, he's busy, kind of busy with his own show, and obviously with the with all the sports back. So we'll keep tabs on Peter for sure.
Well, yeah, we have 2 Peters that we're working on.
Okay, Peter. Okay,
Peter
who's
Rosenberg? Yeah, we want Peter Rosenberg.
Oh yeah. So that's So I'm good friends with Peter. I think we sent you his email, right?
Yep, I sent.
Has he answered yet? Has he answered?
Honestly, no.
Okay, he's been busy. Okay, we'll reach out to him. He's been busy with his own stuff too.
Peter's cool.
Oh yeah, well he's on the WWE pre games and post games and all of that. So I'll totally understand. Totally.
We're working on John Cena, hopefully for you guys. Hopefully.
Oh my God, you get John Cena, we're gonna blow up the internet.
You can't see me.
I can't see you. Who was it here said they wanted me to I'll do that soon. I think it was Michael that asked, can I do Bob Shepard? So give me a little time. I'm a little raspy and whatever, but as soon as I can, I will give you number 2, Derek Jeter, number 2. I will do that. I promise. So, Evan, really, really glad that you're back with us.
Welcome back.
And, that is that's a big plus.
Yes, absolutely.
Looks like Fridays we get Chef Nick in the morning, which is very exciting. So we're always looking forward to that. Our morning show will come back, of course, on Monday morning at 9 a.m. Everyone, but we're going to have shows all over the place. And Sunday night so far is definite 8 o'clock for the wrap-up
I'll
show.
try to join that show too.
Yes.
After-
That
after
is
the
a wrap-up show of the whole week. Yankee news. We'll give you updates on football, basketball, hockey. We were on last week, and the support was incredible. And then we had a poll. Do you want this show? And everybody gave the thumbs up. So Sunday night, 8 p.m., we'll be here live, hopefully with Chef Nick and Nitin and Evan, Sean Browning, just to name a few. So, but look for us tonight at 10 p.m., everyone. You're really going to enjoy the WWE news. We break news, and we break real news. It's not fake news at all. So please be ready for that.
Breaking news. Joe from NY Yankee Mania has agreed to fight Undertaker.
I wouldn't go that far, although he did pick me up and almost threw me in a can once.
Really?
In Madison Square Garden. Yes, they wanted me to
you up
do
and what? Almost threw where?
Almost threw me in the garbage can.
Oh my God.
For a lead up. He was a bad guy at the time, and they asked me if I said no. I said, "Are you kidding? With my luck, I'll break my neck, my shoulders, and everything." No, thank you.
It didn't happen yet, but apparently from Fireside Yankees, Ryan Garcia, he's saying the Yankees are expected to have interest in Luis Robert Jr., which is a head scratcher
from the White Sox.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
I'm afraid of that, Nitin, because he gets hurt a lot. I know he's got a lot to prove, but he gets hurt a lot. I'm afraid of that move.
I don't want that to happen. I don't know why. This is the problem with them. I mean, obviously they're gonna be interested in every player, but this is like a downgrade. This is like a downgrade if they do it.
Oh well, yeah. Well,
I'm kind of surprised.
It wouldn't be bad, but I wouldn't start. I mean, to start him, that means they've given up on getting Bellinger. They're giving up. Listen, everybody's going to be connected to the Yankees. We all know that. It's what's going to be real and what's fake. And I guess we'll know that in the next 6 to 8 weeks, 100%. So, guys, start with the final thoughts as we have been on for an hour and a half. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Go ahead. You go first.
Yeah. All right. Great being back here. I know it's only been a couple of days, but I just want to thank Joe, Nissen, and Chef Nick for holding it down, and of course Sean for holding it down the past couple of days. You guys have been great. We've all been working hard. We've all trying to do our best we can to have these great interviews, and of course, Nissen is the best at that. So we're just gonna keep providing you guys with great information, great content. I'm hoping that we can do an NBA show this week.
Yeah.
If you guys are free for
that
it.
would be great.
Which day?
If you'd like to do an NBA show, would you guys like to do it today at 8:30?
Today, 8. Oh, yeah, sure.
Because I know the Nets and the Knicks play on Sunday, so if you guys want to do a preview for that game.
I'll be at the Jets game, though. What time do the
Jets game? Okay. Well, the Jets play it. I mean, we can do it today if you guys want.
Like a preview?
Or tomorrow.
8:30?
Like a preview.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay.
And the Nets finally won their first game against the Pacers.
I know.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Even though that Pacers team was injured.
They're horrible. You see, it tells you how much. It tells you what if you're. It's. I don't know. I know. Obviously, without Tyrese Halliburton and now without Miles Turner, it's crazy how the thing works like that.
Yeah.
It is crazy. It is crazy, but we got the revenge for you guys.
So tonight at 8:30, I guess you guys are good for 8:30.
Link for
perfect
NBA talk.
Sure,
let's do it.
8:30.
All right, guys. I'll make a link. I'll put a short out, and if you guys want to put a short out and send the link out, Nitin, I could send it to you. Maybe you can send it out.
We can post it on our social media. Yeah.
Okay, and we can go up till close to Turnbuckle Talk.
Yeah, till midnight.
Yeah,
sure. Maybe 9:30.
8:30. So we'll do 8:30, and you guys have most of the floor. I'll be there lending a little hand, but you guys run the show.
Did the Nets play tonight?
Really appreciate that.
The Nets play the Pistons tonight. Yes.
Okay, Knicks play.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, Knicks don't play till.
They're off tonight. The
Yeah,
next game
Sunday,
is
right?
on Sunday. The Knicks
Hey,
don't play till Sunday.
guys, both you and Evan, Nick, if you guys want to do a little play-by-play on the game, by all means, do it.
Mhm.
Let's have some fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll save that for another time. I just
Yeah,
wanna
I
do
think
like-
it'd be great to have a pre-show
Yeah.
for the Nets and the Knicks, and then of course when the Nets and Knicks play, we definitely have to have a play.
Well, what
Yes.
time are they playing, though? when you say-
They play at 6:00 on Sunday.
Yeah, it's gonna clash. Yeah, it is.
Oh, I see what you're going to. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do another game though.
Yeah,
another
we'll definitely
time.
do it.
We'll play 4 times. So.
I'll be working the Jets game. The Jets play at 1:00 against the Browns. Obviously, you don't finish till 4, depending. And then what I do
Yeah,
afterwards.
but Nathan, you can join us for the wrap-up show at 8:00, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So
Wait,
who
are
won?
you gonna? Okay. Wait,
So
are you gonna
it's
be
gonna
like
be
outside the
Chef
stadium?
Nick.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be helping covering the game, and I got full access. And then I'm helping out with the story with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation.
Awesome.
Helping them to do a story for them. I think I mentioned on the show this guy named from Montville, New Jersey. Actually, he's a high school teacher at Trenton, somewhere in Trenton, a high school. He's going to be awarded a some kind of smart home from the Jets and Tunnel to Towers. He doesn't know about it. It's a surprise. I got all the details. It's a surprise for him. So they want me to help out with that, and then obviously cover the game. They're giving me full access. Plus, I already know some of the players on the Jets, so I'm looking forward to reconnecting with them. So that's pretty much it.
They made some crazy trades this past week, but
I mean, so I'm good friends with Sauce Garner and his brother. And then obviously we did an event with Quinn and Williams last year at Woodbridge. George was there also. He interviewed. Actually, I helped George set up an interview for him with Quinnen live at the event. So yeah, it's tough. It was tough to see them both go, but looking forward to
business.
looking forward to seeing the other players there Sunday that I know, and I think this would be a great opportunity for me to help out with the foundation. And the main thing is the foundation and that guy getting the smart home, which is cool. So
maybe you could get 1 or 2 Jets to say.
I don't know what the specifics are, but I don't know if I can go live or not. Live, I got to see, but I want to keep this because this this could be like the turning point. I mean, to build the relationship with the Jets, like the front office and all. We had the relationship with the players, but if we can build the relationship with the front office and the owner and all, that's a big step too.
Sounds good. All right, guys. So we're going to do a basketball show, 8:30 tonight. Yep. Chef Nick and Evan and Nathan. Obviously, if you want to join during the broadcast, that would be great. But you're not only doing Nets and Knicks, but you go around the league.
Yeah.
And I will, guys. I will send you the link immediately.
By the way, the OKC Thunder cannot be stopped right now.
No.
Amazing.
They finally lost the game.
They picked up where they left off, and basically they have the same team. They're dangerous, loaded. Oh my God, this team is fun to watch. I love watching this team.
They are good.
Okay.
That's a great example of running it back and being successful again.
Hey, shout out to one of the best GMs in basketball, Sam Presti. I'm telling you right now,
absolutely,
he is smart. I don't know how he does it, but when he had the, I really thought they were going to win the chip when they had Harden, KD, Serge Ibaka, Nick Collison. That team was loaded too. But now, seeing the transition from when they had Chris Paul, the Paul George thing, I don't know what that didn't work out.
Yeah.
Obviously, Westbrook, CP3. When they had CP3 wasn't there. Sorry, Westbrook, Paul George. Yes, Westbrook and Paul George.
Yes.
And then transitioning to the young players, and now you're seeing the young talent. So
it's
taken over some time to rebuild, but they got there. Yeah.
See how the Bulls are playing. Young guns are taking it over.
The Bulls they're young and exciting. Josh Giddey,
guy's amazing. Guys.
Well, you guys. Looks like you guys got a lot to talk about tonight. So, we will. I'll do the link. I'll send you the link, and I will also do a short on it. And if you guys want to do a short, be my guest. But it's going to be 8:30 NBA talk on NY Mania. So, guys, looking forward to it. Leading into the WWE show. Thanks, and we'll talk to you. We'll talk to everybody tonight at 8:30. 8:30 with the NBA show, everyone. Obviously, if the Yankees have any news or something, we'll never leave the Yankees out, so don't worry about that. Thank you all the co-hosts. Thank you, Xavier, for a great interview. And, of course, everybody in the chat. Don't forget, you get a chance. You haven't subscribe to NY Yankee Mania and the rest of the crew. We really appreciate it. Press the like button and the notification so you never miss anything. With that in mind, I want everybody to have a great day, a great Friday. God bless you all. God bless America. And we will see you at 8:30 with NBA News. Have a great day, everyone.
Let's quote Ken. Shout out to Ken from the Ugly Truth. Please subscribe to every channel here. I'm gonna quote Ken, and we'll see you at the Funny Papers.
That's right. Have a great day, everyone. See you at 8:30 p.m. sharp. Thank you.
Hasta la vista.